Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
Good job, Kenneth.
I didn't see that there. Hold on.
No, you're good though.
Alright, we're gonna season the pork tenderloin now. I'm gonna use a combination of 2 rubs. I'm gonna use my all-purpose and my chicken rub. The chicken rub is actually really good on pork. A lot of teams have taken first place in ribs by putting my chicken rub on the meat side and putting my all-purpose rub on the bone side. So I'm gonna add some of this rub on it, first all-purpose. Get a nice layer on it, and what you wanna try to do is get the rub on until the bottom layer is opaque. Stop right now, and then apply some of the chicken rub. That's the same amount. So 2 layers of rub, 1 layer of all-purpose and 1 layer of chicken rub. Rub it all in, and it's best to let it sit for an hour, but if you don't have time, you can cook it right away. We're gonna put this on the Lone Star grill with some cherry wood, smoke it till it's about 145 degrees, and then thinly slice it, and we're gonna serve it with some pig candy, which I'm gonna show you how to make next. So we're gonna make a pork belly pig candy, and then we're gonna cook the pork tenderloin, slice it, put it on a slider bun, and then top it with a pig candy. It's gonna be like and lots of sauce, and make a sloppy, slappy, piggy sandwich. Okay, we're ready to make the pork belly pig candy. It's really easy. You put 1 part brown sugar and 1 part rub. So I'm gonna put some rub on the bacon here. You can use cured or uncured bacon, they both work. And then Kenneth's gonna help me. He's gonna put the brown sugar on.
Brown sugar action.
Yep, and then we'll get some cayenne pepper on it for some spiciness. We'll cook this in the pit and get it to be nice and kind of very sweet and very spicy. And this will be a perfect topping on our little piggy Arkansas style pork sliders. Running? Thanks, cut. We're ready now to put the tri-tip on a Santa Maria grill. So Troy is my host. So Troy, tell everybody about this wonderful contraption.
This is a Gabby's Grill, made out of California. Gabby'sGrills.com is the website. Link will be down below on my channel. They make these for all sizes of your Weber kettle, and they're very well built, well made. Can't say enough about them. I love cooking on this thing.
Now, explain to them what's the whole deal with this up and down thingy. Show them some movement action, mechanical action here.
The wood is actually burning down there. You can raise and lower your grill to adjust your cooking temperature of the meat, which fits on the grill here. Goes up and down. You can lock it in place where you want it.
So this style of grill is very popular in Santa Maria, and most folks in Santa Maria like to lower the grates down near the fire. They like to sear the meat first, and then they crank it up high to roast the meat. But we're gonna do it the backwards way. So I know that that's blasphemy. There'll be folks from Santa Maria who are gonna send me hate mail, but okay. I'm gonna explain to you why I do it this way.
You're in Texas, it's okay.
I'm in Texas. Y'all do what Troy and Harry says, okay? Yeah. So the idea is this. The reason we cook it high is because we want to get a little bit of smoke on it. And when you want to cook it high, the pores are open so that the meat will absorb the smoke. And once the smoke is absorbed and the temperature is about 110 degrees, we want to lower it so we can get a nice char. So I prefer to smoke followed by a sear. And if that's not how you like your Santa Maria tri-tip, please do it your way. Don't do it our way because we're in Texas, y'all.
That's what makes cooking fun, though.
Okay, now we're gonna put a pork tenderloin also, and at the same time, gonna put the pork tenderloin on the side. So this is gonna be absolutely a Instagram shot right here with all the meats balanced onto this beautiful grill here. And if you want your grill, go check out Gabby's.com. Is it Gabby's?
Gabby'sGrills.com.
Gabby's.com. I gotta get one of these too. I don't have this yet. I'm kind of envious that I come over to Austin, Texas, and Troy's got a Santa Maria, California grill, and I don't. So I'm gonna go get myself one after this episode.
Yeah. This is the 22.5 inch if you were asking.
So you want to demonstrate how it goes up and down now with meat carefully?
Sure. Yeah.
So you can lower it down and you can sear it, or you can raise it high. And in this case, I think this feels about right. That's about right. A little higher, a little higher. Yeah.
Okay.
A little higher, a little higher. I want to keep it around 250-ish for a little while.
Okay.
Okay, cool. And then here's a chunk of red oak from Santa Maria. The red oak is the name of the type of oak, but the actual genus is called live coastal oak. So you put a log in here, get some of that wonderful smoke flavor from the Santa Maria style wood.
Hot, ain't it?
It's hot, yeah. It's okay. This is a live show, you know that.
Well, as the wood burns too, you want to raise and lower your grill grate just to maintain the temp.
Yes. And today it's good to have a hot blazing fire. Why? Because the camera people are all shivering. It's 30 degrees out here and it's sleeting here in Austin, Texas. All right, Troy and I are gonna cook some pig candy for the Arkansas piggy sandwiches. So I'm gonna let this sit here and get happy. Make some pig candy. Pig candy is nothing more than 1 part brown sugar and 1 part barbecue rub with lots and lots of cayenne pepper. We're gonna drizzle some honey on it, let it smoke to perfection, and top our little sliders with this wonderful pig candy and slather with some Arkansas red spicy homemade barbecue sauce with what pureed pineapple, pureed apple,
Yes,
and
apple.
pureed onion.
Yeah.
Okay, so come on back and check it out.
Color looks great,
That's right.
and so I just want
The scratchy.
to make sure and it's set. It's not coming off. So it's got some nice color on them.
Okay.
Looking good.
How are you gonna wrap it?
I'm just gonna in some foil and just a little bit of apple juice and water, just to give it a little bit of moisture in here.
So no parquet, margarine, butter.
Nah, we're keeping
honey.
it
Keeping it simple. Keeping it real. Keep it simple, right?
keeping it simple, keeping it Texas style, and I'm doing it meat side down because there's still some fat in here that's gonna render, and I want it to render through the meat as it's rendering out. So you do
You need to
these
get in your line of sight.
You're fine, Eric.
meat side down. Oh, where is this from? Again, just adding a little bit of more moisture to it.
And that's apple cider vinegar.
A little bit of apple cider vinegar and
Half and half, right?
apple
You like
juice.
a half and half?
Yeah.
Better answer the question because people are gonna ask me.
Yeah.
They want to know what's the secret formula. It's half water and half apple cider. But Harry's too cheap. Harry only uses water.
Normally I would double wrap it, but this foil, this Texas tough foil, is really thick. So I think we're gonna be all right with just one layer of foil. But a lot of times I will double layer it just so that when the bones poke through, when the bones pull back, it doesn't poke through the foil.
All right, the tri-tip is coming along great, and I'm just gonna check it and maybe do a little flip so it gets a nice char on both sides. Yeah, that's coming along fine. So, nice color. And you want to make sure that it doesn't burn. You don't want any burn rub on your meat here. So that looks perfect. Right there.
I miss putting the rub on there. What'd you put on there?
We use some garlic, some of the beef rub, some black pepper. Just three items on it. Gotta do the job. Put this over here. Move this one over also.
Tri-tips are in the middle of this nice little.
So little beef and pork kumbaya.
Oh yeah.
Beef and pork kumbaya right here, man.
Thinking of you, Justin.
Yeah, Justin, this is for you here. This
Mr. Baby Back Maniac.
Yep, Mr. Baby Back Maniac. We're making some Arkansas piggy sandwiches for you. And it's gonna be wonderful. Okay, rolling.
Alrighty guys, Dogfather here from Dogfather's Barbecue YouTube channel. I'm gonna make some cream cheese stuffed meatloaf. When I was growing up, my mom used to make meatloaf quite a bit, lived on a military base, and that was just the thing we had. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little Dogfather flavor on it, put a little barbecue on it. So that's what we're gonna do. So what I did is, in my bowl here, I've got about roughly 3 pounds of ground chuck and a pound of ground pork. So what I'm gonna do here is I put together the seasoning just for the sake of time here with everybody, cooking a lot of different things, is I went ahead and put some seasonings in here. And so basically what I've got in here, I've got a mixture. I've got some salt, some pepper, some Uncle Chris, some garlic, some smoked paprika. All of that is in here. So that's what I'm gonna be sprinkling in, guys. So I'm just gonna work that through the meat a little. I'm not gonna overwork it. We don't want the meat to get really tough. We want it to break apart before we form it. So I'm gonna just keep sprinkling that in. And at the same time, I've got my veggies here, which I already did beforehand. Basically, got some mushrooms, got some onions, and I've got some sweet peppers in here, and a little bit of garlic. So all that's gonna go in the pool. We're gonna mix it together. So as we start to work that together, I've also got some Worcestershire sauce. So we're gonna put a little Worcestershire in there. We're gonna keep working it together. And then we're gonna form it. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place it inside the aluminum pans here. And what I'm gonna do to stuff it is I'm gonna probably put about half in here, fill the pan about halfway. And then I'm gonna take cream cheese that I've already got cut. So we're gonna take the cream cheese, we're gonna set it right inside.
What size of a stick of butter?
About the size, it's basically a brick cut in half.
Okay.
So I probably went a little overboard on cutting 2 bricks, but you know, hey, it's all good. So once we get that in there, just kind of looks like that. At that point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little barbecue rub on it, and I'm using barbecue rub from Killer Hogs.
Malcolm Reed, right?
Malcolm Reed,
The guy.
The rub.
good stuff. So I'm just going to sprinkle that over. And then we're going to get our next layer of meat put on top of it. Pressing it down, just get everything formed in here. Got that all done. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit more rub, sprinkle over top. And then what we're gonna do is get it out to the pit. We're gonna get it on the smoker. We're gonna put some barbecue sauce over top of it. And we're gonna let it go.
The guy that's cooking it didn't even get it on camera.
No.
I'm actually taking it out of there.
Come on, Harry.
Yes, it's the magic of TV. he made 2.
Yeah, I made 2.
What you got? You got one ready in the oven already?
Yeah, magic of TV. So basically, we're just gonna take it out, drop it on. Is anything else going back on here?
No, we're good.
No, we created space for you.
Yeah.
All right,
Meatloaf, baby.
All right, wonderful.
Homemade meatloaf.
All right, homemade meatloaf now.
The dog father.
A little bit of barbecue sauce on it.
We're gonna put some barbecue sauce on top.
Wonderful. Look at that.
Oh yeah, baby.
Barbecue meatloaf, man. Delish.
What kind of sauce did you put on there?
This is Head Country apple
Spicy one?
habanero.
Good
Apple
stuff.
habanero,
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, excellent. Good stuff, man.
Smells good out here.
Always do meatloaf like this, not on your pit, on someone else's pit, so you don't have to clean. See, that's a little trick.
I do this all the time, man. We'll just let it go.
So if you are at home you're doing this, right? Please put a tray underneath your rib tray so you don't have to.
This is a water cooker. I just fill it with water and flush it out.
Yes, if you have a nice cooker like this. Right?
Yeah.
For those of us who don't have a nice one, a little pan underneath goes a long way. If you have a Weber kettle and you do this, right? All that sauce is gonna go onto the bowl.
You're right.
Go ahead.
Alright, these ribs should be done. Checked them a little while ago. They needed about another 15 minutes. We'll see what they look like now. Well, we're getting some pullback on these bones.
Want to tell the audience how you get them?
Yeah, so there's a couple of things. One, I have a toothpick here that I'm just kind of sticking in between the bones and seeing what how the meat feels. I think these are almost there.
Another 10 minutes?
Yeah, probably another 10 minutes. This other rack, we'll see what they look like. And here we're getting, as you can see, so there's a couple things that I'll look for. One is I'll use a toothpick, as a tester to see how tender it is. But also if you see this, the back meat here is kind of really pulled away from the bones.
All right, we have a blowout.
Yeah, blowout. There you go. These are much more tender. That's another way or another indication that these things are done. And I mean, that toothpick is actually going in there really easily. So I think these are pretty much done. I think the first rack, maybe another 10 minutes. But I think these are good. And I'm actually going to flip them over and see what that meat side looks like. Again, I put a meat side down because it still has some fat that renders out, and I want that fat to kind of baste through that meat. Oh, there you go. See, this bone's already falling out. If I can do this.
Oh, that's pretty, man.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, so I don't know if the camera's doing that justice, but these ribs got some really good color on them. So I'm liking the way these look. Just give them a quick little spritz. Again, this is just some was it apple cider vinegar or apple juice and a little water, one of the two. And that is it. So I think these are done. We're going to pull these off. Look at that. They're looking good. And these are really tender. So nice color, just beautiful. So take these off, and then we'll check the other ribs
Stirring for what, 2 hours?
about 10 minutes.
Seems like.
I'm earning my penance from the bottom. We got it. No, it's coming along nice. It's just
I'm not even gonna salsa.
something that can't be rushed.
And old fashioned on a